Opposition is mounting in Gilgit Baltistan, Baluchistan, and other parts of Pakistan against the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC. People are concerned that the various projects under this initiative, which the Pakistani government is promoting as a game changer for the country, will only result in drain of Pakistan's resources, damage the country's economy and environment, increase unemployment, and make the country more dependent on China. The Pakistani government's deliberate attempts to keep MOUs on the CPEC with China under wraps has made matters worse. The China-led $51.5 billion multi-layered infrastructure project, which aims to connect Kashgar in China's western province of Xinjiang with the port of Gwadar in Baluchistan in Pakistan, is a part of China's larger One Belt, One Road initiative, OBOR. Though the Chinese have begun projecting the OBOR as a success, in reality, serious doubts have been raised by countries in Europe and Asia on China's professed objectives under the OBOR initiative and its actual geopolitical intentions. In Pakistan, with the development of the CPEC, one of OBOR's few projects that are under implementation, the locals are fast realizing that the purpose of these China-led projects is to benefit Chinese companies, along with a handful of Pakistani politicians and army officers. The CPEC enters Pakistan from China through the Karakoram Highway in Gilgit Baltistan, which forms a part of the territory of undivided Kashmir that was forcibly occupied by Pakistan in 1948. India, which administers around 60% of the territory of undivided J&K, stakes claims on the areas of Gilgit Baltistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Thus, the CPEC also passes through disputed territory, a fact that is not denied by Pakistan.
गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के अवाम को जब तक एतमाद पे नहीं लिया जाएगा, जिस तरह दीगर सूबों के तहफ़्फ़ुज़ात दूर किए गए हैं, इसी तरह गिलगित बल्तिस्तान के अवाम के तहफ़्फ़ुज़ात इक़्तिसादी राहदारी के हवाले से नहीं किए जाएंगे, तब तक हमारा यह एहतजाज जारी और सारी रहेगा.
Local political activists also fear a demographic change with large number of Chinese and Punjabis settling in the area, resulting in the indigenous people becoming a minority. Many activists who have opposed the CPEC have been slapped with sedition charges, and hundreds are languishing in jails across Pakistan.
Not the government of Pakistan, but the military of Pakistan is the major stakeholder in this billion-dollar project. And if the government of Pakistan is not directly benefiting, if the people of Pakistan are not directly benefiting out of this project, one can only dream that people of POK and Gilgit Baltistan would have any share in this project. They are completely marginalized, they are completely deprived in this. Their land is used, their resources are used, but they are not given any opportunity to benefit out of this project.
In the Pakistani province of Sindh also, voices of opposition to the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is growing. The corridor's eastern route passes through this province, and local Sindhis are of the opinion they would not in any way gain from this project. Instead, the locals in Sindh fear that the CPEC would end up diverting the resources of the province into the hands of the Chinese and influential Punjabis. In recent months, many Sindhi nationalists have been abducted, tortured, and killed by Pakistan's intelligence agencies to clear the way for the economic corridor. Despite the government's hardened stance, Sindhi nationalists, both in Pakistan and worldwide, are determined to thwart the project.
We have seen historically in like 70 years, whenever these mega projects are built, we've seen a mass migration from other provinces to the Sindh, and that is actually a systematic initiative to play with our demography, play with our population demography to change us in a minority. So we see this project as a more threat to national identity, in terms of our long-term sustainability.
Some of the key projects of the CPEC are being undertaken in Baluchistan. Chief among them is the development of the Gwadar port. However, as China accelerates work on the port project and other aspects of the CPEC, opposition among the local people against them is mounting. Baloch nationalist groups in the province who have for years been demanding independence and have frequently clashed with the Pakistani army and establishment, have also called for opposition to the project.
Pakistan's development in Baluchistan means its exploitation, strengthening its exploitative forces, i.e. more presence of military and the army. So yes, Chinese presence is not a good sign in Baluchistan, but that's insignificant comparing to what the Punjabi and Mahajir presence is going to be due to the CPAC project.
According to Baloch Human Rights Organization, BHRO, over 3,000 families have been displaced to make way for the CPAC in Balochistan. The Human Rights Organization has also claimed that a total of 607 people have been killed in Balochistan in 2016 due to their opposition to the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. China has been bringing in more and more Chinese workers, including security personnel, to work on the project, thereby raising the threat of possible Chinese economic and political domination among the locals. With the Pakistani government already carrying out a systematic ethnic cleansing in Balochistan, the economic and social hardships caused by the implementation of the CPAC projects is expected to cause further suffering for the local Baloch. The Pakistani government is also failing to address similar apprehensions elsewhere in Pakistan. The CPAC is the flagship project of China's OBOR and is also the first one being implemented on the ground. Pakistan's experience with CPAC and opposition to it within the country should serve as a useful indicator to other countries in Europe on what to expect when OBOR comes knocking on their door.